Spearman with the blue and gold, and these are the picks of the week. Today on the show, we have some very special guests. Am I right? Miss Pete is with us. To my left, as always, Coach Karassik.
People's champ.
That's what I've heard. And for our student this week, we have Janet. Looking at our college games coming up this Saturday, our first game, Auburn versus LSU. Miss Pete, how do you see this one turning out?
Oh, I got cousins at LSU. It's LSU all the way.
Karassik.
I'll bet you right now, all the pennies you have, Rhino, that the Tigers win this game. 100%. I'm going to go, well, here's the thing. You know LSU has the most NFL players right now. Any college, they have the highest representation, which tells me they got the lousiest coach, the most overrated coach in college football. Gus Malzahn is right behind him, though. I'm going to go with the Louisiana Tigers on this one, sir.
And Janet.
Being an Auburn fan, I would hope that Auburn wins, but unless Jeremy Johnson stops throwing interceptions, we won't be able to win. So I think LSU will win.
Our next game, Ole Miss versus Alabama. Miss Pete.
Ole Miss. Ole Miss has just come through and super achieving and just can't be beaten. Sorry, Alabama.
Karassik.
Ole. I'm going to go with Bama on this Ole Miss, you see.
Oh.
Well, Alabama on this one. They're bigger, stronger, faster, more talented, more steroids, whatever you want. Alabama.
And Janet.
Alabama will win, and also it's a home game, and they'll be defending their 17-game home win streak.
She's on it.
Research.
And Notre Dame.
For the win.
Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. Miss Pete.
Hard to beat Notre Dame in their house, but I gotta go with the Jackets. Gotta go with the Jackets.
Karassik.
I'll be a homer on this one also. I'm going to go with Tech. Here's the thing, though. I will go on the record and say I hate the way Georgia Tech blocks. They get out in the open field and dive straight at knees. How that's legal, I don't know. It's the dirtiest blocking, but it gets the job done.
And Janet.
I think Tech will win also because Notre Dame is a new quarterback, and their defense has to focus on protecting him. So it'll be hard.
And looking at our pro games this Sunday, Atlanta versus the Giants. Miss Pete.
30 birds. Eli's getting paid too much.
Karassik.
JPP, right? He won't be playing. So I'm going to go Falcons also. Wouldn't expect such a big game from Julio, though. I expect Tevin, big old Tevin Coleman, to have a bigger game than he did.
And Janet.
I think Falcons should be able to win because they beat the Eagles last weekend, which was one of the top scoring teams in the NFL last year.
Do you do this much research for my class?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Glad they're on opposite sides of the table. Next game, Seattle versus Green Bay. Miss Pete.
Rhetorical question. Good grief. Go Seahawks.
Karassik.
Is Cam Chancellor playing, DP?
Got nothing.
Yeah, still contract disputes with Cam Chancellor. I'm going to have to go with the Pack only because their defense looked all sorts of shambles against a lesser offensive opponent in the San Luis Rams last week. So I'm going to have to go with Aaron Rodgers and his Green Bay Packaroos.
And Janet.
I'll say the Packers because Aaron Rodgers and Clay Matthews are really good, and I like them.
Janet. Oh, Janet.
No.
He has such luxurious hair, doesn't
Yeah.
he? And our final pick, New England versus Buffalo.
Oh, you know, Brady went for Trump. God, what is he thinking? I gotta go with the Bills. Oh, that hurts too. I don't know.
Karassik.
I have such a blind hatred for the Patriots that I just can't pick them. So I'm going to go with the Bills and just hope that Tyrod Taylor doesn't screw it up too bad.
And Janet.
I'm going to go with the Patriots because the Bills are bad.
Like Michael Jackson bad or actually not very good?
Actually not.
And now for my picks of the week. In the college game, Auburn versus LSU, like Janet said, Johnson doesn't look like he's knowing what he's doing out there. So I'm going to go with the lesser Tigers and LSU. Ole Miss versus Bama. I think Bama's going to be counting on Drake, but not the type of Drake that messes up tennis games. So he's going to be Kenyon Drake, probably have a big game for Bama. And Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. I'm going to stick with Tech on this one just because the injuries for Notre Dame seems to be hurting them greatly. My pro action, Atlanta versus the New York Giants. I don't see many fireworks in this one, but I don't think Julio can have a big game twice. So I'm going to go with the Giants here. Seattle versus Green Bay. Who's Aaron Rodgers going to throw to, right? Even though he's playing. Yeah, yeah. All these, they're picking people out of the crowd at this point. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this one. And my final game, New England versus Buffalo. In case you haven't heard, Tom Brady is on a mission to clear his name. I'm going to go with New England here. So those are my picks. For the game, you should check out Chamblee BG, where they'll be live tweeting the game. They'll be giving you updates, and also you can tune in to check out expert analysis by Janet and other shenanigans. So please check us out on Chamblee BG. Any final shout-outs, guys?
Go Bulldogs!
Well, I think we know this is the perfect time for my fantasy update and player alert.
Okay.
Last week I went 1-2 in my fantasy league. Big heroes were Carlos Hyde and Gronkowski. Weren't enough to win in all my leagues, but close in one, 1-1, and got blown out in the other. Player alert, okay? I expect big things from elite players that had crummy games last week. Look for Megatron to go off. Peterson and DeMarco Murray will all have good games. Avoid, if you're looking for fantasy help here, avoid Sproles, because I'm sure the Eagles fans are happy their big money man DeMarco when they got 8 touches. Mariota's a scrub, and then any Patriot running back I would avoid. Lock of the week, Graham, Bat, Guano, or Nick Folk. They're going to have big games.
And Jenna.
I like football.
Follow me on Twitter also. TomTomMQ13 on the Twitters.
I retweeted you the other day.
We got a retweet from you. First one ever.
Right,
We'll see you next time.